There's a reason why male suicide rates and mass school shootings have skyrocketed in the past decade. Simply put, young men can't find their place in the modern world, and they're either ending it or destroying it in retaliation. In today's video, I'm going to challenge you to find meaning or purpose in your life through one of 3 pathways that I learned about in a highly renowned book written by a Holocaust survivor. Hey brother, I'm Ethan, and on this channel I make self-improvement videos for young men in the self-improvement depression stage of knowing everything you should be doing, but still taking no consistent action for whatever reason. After only recently overcoming this stage myself, I've made it my purpose to help other young men become men of action with hyper-specific and relatable videos. In each of my videos, I have you pause at some point in the video to complete a quick challenge that snaps you into the frame of a man of action. This is not just another self-improvement channel that you can binge all day without getting any action done. If that sounds useful, then scroll down now to subscribe, because it'll be a win-win for both of us. Today's video topic is how to find meaning or your purpose in life. I'll be summarizing the 3 pathways of finding it, as well as the key lessons I learned from the 10 million copy selling book, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. First, we have to cover the 2 prerequisites I found that you need to understand before you get on the 3 pathways. The first prerequisite is that you can control your attitude in any situation. In the book, Frankl recounts a story about how he witnessed people choosing positive and altruistic attitudes in the middle of the concentration camps. Knowing that these prisoners who had been starved and beaten for years on end were able to do this, we can apply this in our own life. The next time you get home from work and you're too exhausted to do your good habits, or you're feeling lazy, you're exhausted, you're in a bad mood, whatever, we now know that it's a fact that you can still choose your attitude in any of these scenarios. You will always have the ability to reorientate your mindset to become productive and positive. The second prerequisite to understand is that what hopeless men need is a future-oriented goal. They need something to hope for. The men that are even more so hopeless than this need to stop asking what they can expect out of life and start answering the question of what life can expect out of them. What this lesson's teaching us is that life doesn't owe you anything, not any success in dating, finances, or wherever else you want to find success. If you're currently in a state where you feel you've lost all hope in the world, then the way to fix your life is to start answering the question, what can life expect out of me and my growth? To put it even more simply, life isn't something that's happening to you. You are a force of nature that is happening to the world around you. With these 2 prerequisites set in place, it's now time to discuss the 3 pathways to finding your why. The first pathway is to pursue a life task. There is something that the world can expect of you and only you that you have yet to manifest. It is your sole responsibility to deliver that thing to the world and to live a life that can never be repeated. The example that Frankl gave in the book is that he had to survive the concentration camps so that he could complete his manuscript. Only he, with his unique experiences and skill set, could complete this and deliver it to the world. You and I can understand this pathway as a direction to achieve our best selves in this lifetime. By creating our dream body, our dream lifestyle, our dream career or business, as well as our dream social and romantic life, we're curating a life that has never been seen before on Earth. This is the pathway that I would urge you to take the most when you're accepting the video challenge that's coming up in a minute. The second pathway to finding meaning in your life is through your suffering. Life, simply put, by many of the biggest religions, is just a cycle of suffering and death, then suffering and death. You're always suffering for your next meal, or suffering for some sleep, or suffering for some sexual gratification. The question of what the grand overarching meaning of life is inherently naive. It assumes that life is something that there must be a meaning for. Simply put, you can't prove that to be true. That being said, you gain a lot of power when you choose a meaning for your life. This is explained by a very famous quote that's used in the book. He who has a why can bear almost any how. Your suffering becomes more bearable when it's given meaning. The example given in the book is that a bereft man comes up to Frankel in his practice because he's looking for some therapy to deal with the suffering caused by his wife's death. Frankel explains that if he had died first, then this suffering would have been transferred onto his wife. Understanding this, the man reflects and realizes that he would much rather bear the suffering of losing his loved one than let that suffering be borne by his beloved wife. How you and I can apply this pathway is that if you're deeply in the mental or physical health gutters right now, you can use this pain, just like how many people have had in the past, to radically change your life. It's very common for people that are hitting rock bottom to use that pain as fuel to change their lives so radically that this will never happen to them again. The third and final pathway to finding meaning or your purpose in life is to find it through love. Specifically, the unique kind of love that a man has for his family. This pathway, to me, mostly applies to men who already have a wife and children to support. The book provides the example of a woman who found meaning in her life through supporting her disabled son after attempting to take her own and his life. Frankel teaches us with this pathway that through dedicating yourself to your loved ones, you can find self-actualization. Alright, it's time for the fun part. We're at today's video challenge. Right now, choose to give meaning to your life through one of the pathways we've covered. We don't fuck around on this channel. When the timer currently on screen ends, pause the video, sit back, and choose which of the 3 pathways you're going to find meaning in your life through. The meaning you choose for your life has to be something big, worth living for. I can't choose this for you. Spend at least 1 to 5 minutes seriously contemplating the purpose that you're going to give to your life. Now. Welcome back. I'm very proud of you for completing this challenge, because with these types of videos, only 10% of people who actually click onto them watch until the end. That means completing this challenge sets you apart in an upper level of men of action. Click on the card in the top right of the video now to learn how to stop procrastinating on achieving your purpose or meaning in life after having figured it out in this video. If you like this video and want to see more from a small but upcoming YouTuber, I highly advise you to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the bell notification so that I can stay on your ass with these regular reminders to become a man of action. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.